sign of the sea.
You are the new tax collector from Monterey?
Put up your pistols. You'll get nothing from me.
You are the new tax collector?
See, this is Jose Morales. I am his nephew.
I'm in the king's business. Turn your horses and let me proceed.
Oh, it's not as easy as that.
You heard what I said. Turn your horses.
Now calm yourself, old man.
I'm warning you.
I said calm yourself. Stubborn fool. All right, tax collector, let me have your papers.
Come along, your commission from the king.
There's hardly enough meat on your bones to make a meal for the buzzards. Now, don't make me waste a shot.
Give it to him, Uncle. Or they will shoot us and take it anyway.
Come with me, nephew.
Wait a minute. You go to the mission beyond the pass and wait until you hear from us. You, young man, bring me the papers. Your nephew will stay with us. And if you say one thing to the priest or to anyone else about what has happened, you will never see your nephew again. Alive.
Alive. Go on, Uncle. Get away while you can. Don't worry about me.
You'd better do what we ask, or we may find it simpler to kill you.
Both of you. The old fool will say nothing. After all, I'm his favorite nephew.
That shows he really is a fool. All right, tax collector, your license to plunder the poor.
A big tax, senor. It will not make you very popular. But then, perhaps tax collectors do not expect to be very popular, eh?
I'm ready to begin. Roll the drum. Good, on guard. Advance. Advance again. Again? Fine. Now, give me the same thing, only this time, riposte. Excellent. On guard. Advance. Advance again. All right, now we try some point work. Beat and quad, extend and lunge. Good. Again. Now, you see, you're not reaching. You're not lunging fully. All the way this time. Really go for me. Excellent. You'll soon be fencing with the best of them. Now we will try the horse again. Oh, how can you help me as Zorro unless you ride like Zorro? Here, do it like this. Now you try it. You made only one mistake, my friend. You landed the wrong way around. Now, try it again.
Buenos dias, senor.
Hello, Maria.
Shall I give your servant a chair in the kitchen?
No, I think he'll prefer to stand. He's been sitting on and off all afternoon.
Si, senor.
Come with me.
What's that?
They're arresting someone, I think.
I'm sorry, but you'll have to come with me.
It's my brother! Leave him alone. Take your hands off him.
But I cannot. I am
Good
arrested.
choice, I say. Let him go.
Stay out of this. Wait a minute. You must not bully the acting comandante.
Don Diego, make them let him go.
What is all this about, Eusebio?
He would not pay his tax, so the magistrado said to put him in jail.
Would not pay it.
I could not pay it.
You see, he could not pay it, so he has to let him go.
Now, look, Maria, I can do nothing unless you quiet down. The sergeant is merely doing his duty.
Oh, thank you, Don Diego.
Now, will you behave?
See, Don Diego.
Very well. Take him away, Sergeant.
Come with me, please.
You see, Maria, there have always been taxes, and there have always been people who cannot pay them.
See, Don Diego, but he's my brother.
I know. And now I shall go over and see what I can do.
Oh, gracias, Don Diego, gracias.
This is the last one I put into my jail. Until you let somebody out, you cannot put any more in.
Do you wish me to tell it to the magistrate that you refuse to obey orders?
Oh, no, senor. I do not refuse. It is just that I thought, well, the jail is so crowded. It sounds so good the way I think it, and so bad the way you say it.
All these people in jail because they cannot pay their tax.
See, Don Diego? Never before was there such a tax like this.
Eusebio, how much is your tax? 65 pesos.
65 pesos?
What do they want me to do? Sell the few cattle I have? And the house I have built with my own hands? And go to work again for another man? Shall I let my wife and my children go without food so I can pay a tax like this?
But, Eusebio, if you needed money, why did you not come to my father or to me?
There comes a time when a man must stand on his own feet. Or he's not a man.
Sergeant Garcia! Either get that young man out of here or put him in a cell. He is inciting unrest among the prisoners.
Oh, no, senor. This is not a young... I mean, this is Don Diego, son of Don Alejandro de la Vega.
Ah,
One moment, senor. Is it your contention that I caused the unrest among the prisoners?
see.
Well, that is like accusing the owl of causing darkness, merely because he appears after sundown.
If you have no more business here, senor, I suggest that you leave, and at once.
Oh, but I do have business here. I've come to pay the tax for Eusebio Crespo. 65 pesos, I believe. Oh, the devil take it. I had better pay for everyone.
It is not as easy as that, De La Vega.
What is wrong? You levy the tax to raise money. I come with the money to pay it. What more do you want than that?
It is too late. The prisoners are being punished for refusing to pay the king's tax. It is no punishment if wealthy young men like you pay it for them.
Still, money is money, and I have yet to see the tax collector who can refuse it.
You see it now?
I am sorry, Don Diego. I was ready to unlock the doors and let them all out.
Sergeant, who actually gave the order to put those men in prison?
The magistrado, the tax collector, he just says, this man he does not pay.
So it is the maestrado who will give the order to release them.
See,
Why am I standing here, wasting my time, talking to you?
I don't know, Don Diego. Why?
21, 22.
Then it is agreed?
22 men.
See. And if there should be more?
Then I will take them all at the same price.
Your Excellency, may I have a word with you?
Oh, you're upset, Don Diego. Is something wrong?
It is about the men who are imprisoned.
Oh, yes, the men who refuse to pay their lawful taxes. Oh, this is Senor Vasquez. He is from Sonora.
Your servant, sir.
Senor de la Vega, one of our most respected citizens.
I spoke with the tax collector, and I offered to pay the tax for every man in prison.
Oh, how very kind of you, Don Diego. And yet, what a pity. Just 5 minutes too late.
What do you mean, 5 minutes too late?
Well, you understand, the men who refuse to pay their taxes represent a loss to the king. It is the duty of his servants to recompense him for this loss in any way they can.
Just what are you trying to say?
Merely that Senor Vasquez is a labor contractor. The men in jail have been sold to him as indentured peons. Tomorrow morning, they leave for the mines at Sonora. This you cannot change.
Wait a minute. Suppose there are one or two who are not such good workers. How would it be if you could keep them for 2 years?
I will be lucky if they leave for 1 year. Even the healthy ones do not last too long in the mines.
All right. 50 pesos for Moraga and Carrillo and 65 for the rest.
Very well.
Do not hear, compañeros, don't worry.
What is that?
Dark be the outlook inside. The dawn of
Sergeant Garcia! Sergeant Garcia!
Si, senor.
Make them stop that infernal racket.
Of course, senor.
tonight. Zorro the swift.
Listen to me, listen to me. This is very disturbing to our good, our kind tax collector, so no more singing, please.
Zorro the swift. Zorro the brave. Zorro will guide his amigos to save.
What can I do, senor? I have asked them, but they do not stop. Ha!
His anger will blaze like the brush fire. When Zorro is told...
I think I do not pay you now. Suppose Zorro does help them to escape. Then I have no money, and I have no pants.
When will you pay?
See, when? Tomorrow, all of you will come with us until we are safely through the pass. If Zorro has not interfered by then I will pay you.
Those poor fellows actually think that Zorro will come and save them.
So I hear.
Don Diego, do you want to hear something very wicked?
Go ahead.
I hope he does, too.
Oh, not you too. But do you not realize that Zorro fights only against evil and tyranny? He cannot fight against the legal acts of his own government. And whether we like it or not, it is perfectly legal to sell the labor of men who have been imprisoned and send them to the mines. Good night, Senor Tax Collector. Tell me something, Bernardo. Why did the Viceroy appoint a man like that as tax collector? And why did he impose such an unjust tax? Wait a minute. Can we be sure it is the Viceroy? That man is very close to our treacherous friend, the Magistrado. Suppose that he... That's right, Bernardo. This evil brood that uses the eagle's feather as a sign. Suppose he is one of them. Wait for me. Senor.
Oh, it is you again, De La Vega. I have nothing to say to you.
I should like to discuss the De La Vega tax with you.
I do not see there is anything to discuss.
You mind looking up the tax we paid just a few months ago?
It is completely irrelevant, but I will look it up. There you are.
Ah, notice here this item. Our tax is about double that of the Sotelos. And here, we are paying tax on the same cattle that you already taxed us on.
You paid the tax once, it is due again.
But this is exorbitant. Are you sure there's no mistake?
I don't know, De La Vega. I could be wrong, perhaps.
I'm sure you're wrong.
My apologies, senor. Oh, I see now there is a mistake. The tax is paid.
And we owe nothing at all.
See?
I notice you're looking at my eagle's feather. An old Indian gave it to me. Told me to carry it for good luck. Apparently he was right. Never before have I gained the concession from a tax collector. Good night, senor. You have your wish, Bernardo. Zorro will ride tonight.
Hasn't that dirty dog of a Zorro shown up yet?
Not a sign of him.
Well, this will serve him right.
What will?
Nothing. Nothing in the world.
Just tell me one thing. Why do sergeants always have to act so peculiar?
I'm not acting peculiar. This comes natural to me. You men, go to bed.
Oh, thank you, Sergeant.
Not you, Corporal.
You mean I have to stand guard all alone?
See, our jails, our barracks full of people. I would not want somebody standing guard who might fire at every shadow.
Well, that would be very dangerous, Sergeant. Somebody could get hurt.
Exactly. Now, if you saw a dark shadow flitting about the quartel, you would not shoot him, would you?
No, Sergeant, I would not fire a shot.
That is all I wanted to know. Good night, Corporal.
Hey, Sergeant, where you going?
Oh, just for a walk.
Why do you want to go for a walk at this time of night?
Well, I couldn't sleep, so I thought the night air might do me some good, huh?
Zorro!
Lancers, turn out! Lancers, turn out! Lancers, turn out! Hold your fire!
Sergeant Garcia, what on earth are you doing in those ridiculous clothes?
How did you know it was me, Excellency? I'm wearing a mask.
I said, what on earth are you doing?
Well, I was merely testing my defenses, Your Excellency. I said to myself, the only way that I can find out if I am properly protected against Zorro is to see what would happen if Zorro appears. So I courageously volunteered to play the part of Zorro, and here I am, as you see.
Sergeant, you are an idiot.
See?
From this moment on, until the prisoners leave at dawn, every man in this garrison shall be on duty. And as for you, Sergeant, I shall recommend to the governor that you be transferred to a position of less responsibility in the Mojave Desert.
See, Excellency. Lancers, fall in!
What could I do? Dozens Zorros would have been helpless after the commotion our fat friend created. What is the matter with you? I'm trying to tell you there's nothing I can do. Well, maybe there is something I can do. Tomorrow. With a little help.
I shall never believe in Zorro again.
Look, there they are. 7 armed men. The odds are too great even for Zorro. This is it, my friend. This is the day you shall help me. Yes, as Zorro.
What is this?
We go no further.
But the agreement was you would go through the pass.
We go no further. And we want our money.
Count it if you do not trust me.
I do not trust you.
You pay a small price for 20 good men. Zorro is worth twice as much, dead or alive.
After him!
On your way.
There he is!
Thank you, senores. Never has Zorro had such capable allies.
Don't just sit there laughing. Get us out of these things. I gave you over 1,200 pesos for the peons. How do I get my money back?
You go find Zorro. He took it.
I think I have a better way. At 120 pesos per year, I shall have to keep you for 10 years to come out, if you live that long. Guards, get the prisoners on their feet. We are moving on.
You can't do this to us. Please, senor, this was not the agreement.
Get up, senor tax collector.
Ah, Bernardo, that was great work. I could have never done it without you. You know, At first, I thought it was just a plot against the military. But now we know it is bigger than that. It is a plot against the people themselves. And this eagle feather, why does it spell death for one man and lower taxes for another? Someone has set up a deliberate campaign to spread misery and suffering. And it is up to us to find out who and why.